Seth Lewis, the momentum guy, blue collar business coach, whatever you want to call me. But one of the things I'm working on is a series of how to get out of the day to day. So this has been long awaited. There's a lot of people following along with this, and it's getting ready to launch soon. We're actually going to start the official countdown on Monday. But here's the thing. In this last week, I've been really pushing to get those last final things that you want, the last final things that are on your mind, the last final things that you want answers to. And I'm looking at putting them into my last recordings before we launch this thing. So I've had some great small feedback groups. People have emailed me feedback. People have completed the form and just, have given me a lot of feedback. So I just want to paint a picture quick of what this actually looks like and some of the things that we're exploring, just so you know. But I would love if you would submit your question, because the only way that I can develop great content that helps people around the country is from hearing from you. So I really want to hear from you. Fill out the link. There's a Google form, or subscribe to the page, which is in the section somewhere in this video. You can look at that and subscribe to get more content. I'll be sending out more next week. But here's some of the things that I want you to think about. Here's some of the things that have been surfaced in some of the conversations. Just got out of a small group talking about, if I could only get more leads. If I got more leads, I could get out of the day to day. I'd be able to pay somebody. Improving my leadership. If I could improve my leadership, I could get out of the day to day. Setting up a team and actually having them do it. It's one thing to hire somebody and say, hey, can you do this? But can they actually do the work that you're requesting? So these are the things that you are saying. And I just am so appreciative of all of you that are sharing this, because it's really going to make this content great. I love this one. Thoughts that nobody can do it like you. That's a good one. That one's definitely in the content already. I can assure you that. Being a micromanager or a perfectionist. What's going on when that happens? But hey, it's your business, right? So that's okay. But is that actually pushing people away and keeping you stuck in the day to day? How are you going to let go and actually keep tabs on things? So you want to do less, but how do you keep tabs and make sure that they're doing things? I think one thing that I'm sourcing in all the groups and all the feedback and everything that we're looking about is people ultimately want the flexibility. When you think about starting your business and growing it, you started because you were passionate for what you do. Then as it grew, now all of a sudden you have this business on your hands, and that's something maybe we're not familiar with. So it ends up taking you out of your passion, and then there's all this messy stuff with the business. Business is complicated. So it's about being able to hop in the truck and go plow when you want to, or go build or frame, or, lay some asphalt. Like whatever you want to do, you should be able to still do your passion if you want to, and have the business run, but not be tied to it entirely. So these are the things that we're going to be looking at, because if we don't get this right, it's going to keep us stuck in the same spot on and on and on, over and over and over again. And that's what wears us out. That's what actually makes it so that we get out of business and we don't live our fullest life, live to our business vision, live to our goal. Another thing that I've heard that's a common thing is, if it's someone else's business or you've been a manager somewhere else, it's pretty easy. But when it's our baby, these are challenges. It's so difficult to let go. Somebody else's business, no problem. Hey, do that. It takes care of it. But I've heard this over and over again. These are the topics that we're going to talk about. These are the topics that we're going to study. But these all work on how to get out of the day to day. Because I want you to get out of the day to day. I want you to have the flexibility to do what you want, whether it's work in the field, work in the office, or take a month-long vacation. That's what we're talking about here. You can do it. It's not just for somebody else. It's not just for somebody that you know that's figured it out. You're going to be able to do it. Follow along, like the series, subscribe, submit your questions. The more questions I get, the better the content's going to be. I really appreciate you following along. Thanks for watching. Share it, like it, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Look for the countdown next week. Thanks again.